Hey, great to see you all out there. Hey, good morning, Victor, David, Bobby, Joe, Schroeder, brother. How you doing, Daddy? All right, the big fish is on the call, 2028. Hey, Mike, good to see you. All right, gloves off. I don't know about gloves off, but we're going to have a good time here. So, listen, I thought I'd pop in here talking about potato chips. It's really amazing. I got a big smile on my face. So I was in a conversation, and you know how you get in conversations with different network marketers. It's kind of like you show me mine, I'll show you your type thing, and then you get into a power struggle type situation, seeing who's got the best this, that, and the other, right? There's a lot of competition out there in the industry for the limelight, I guess. And everybody's got the best of, whatever it is, right? So it's a pretty amazing journey as you hang out with a bunch of networkers on the internet. So one of the big things he asked me, he said, so what are the benefits? So truly, what are the benefits? And I want to share this with you because I want you to think about it. So when people ask you, what are the benefits? You're going to be in a position of strength. And, immediately when I think of the benefits, the first benefit I think is all the wonderful, beautiful people that have come to the table, such as you, all in capitalizing on free enterprise. I mean, I get really enthusiastic about it because my whole life mission right now at this stage of my life, before I graduate and leave the planet, the greatest lesson you can learn in life, I'm going to take you back to a great teacher. Joe, you're very familiar with this teacher. As a matter of fact, I'll take you back to the Verenicas days. And I remember Verenicas used to say in his workshops all the time, and I was mesmerized by this person. I was in the self-development movement for a number of years, 18 years, and it never really did a whole lot for me. I mean, it probably did, to some degree over a period of time. But you know what? When I was in the movement, studying the books, the tapes, videos, audios, going to the workshops, going to the seminars and spending money, there still must have been a block because I wasn't prospering in any areas of my life. But I had the great privilege and honor of having a gentleman come into my life back in the late 80s, early 90s, and left a major impression on my life. I got to tell you, unbelievable. There's so many things that he said. He was such an amazing individual. He could walk into a room. This man could walk into a room, and you would never, ever, ever see him not dressed in a tuxedo. All right. I was very fortunate to be one of few people on the planet that saw him dressed in casual clothing. But anytime there was something going on, anytime there was going to be a social gathering, anytime there was going to be a meeting, anytime there was going to be a party, anytime there was going to be, a gathering of people, the first thing you would see is this beautiful flock of silver hair, the beautiful blue bow tie, and a stunningly gorgeous tux. I mean, this guy commanded the room. Whether he came to visit you at the house, believe it or not, he would walk in and there would be a tuxedo on him. It was pretty amazing. So anyhow, he was the most profound, prolific teacher I'd ever been exposed to in my entire lifetime. Kind of became like a father figure. I got lots of stuff to tell you here. I didn't plan to be on here that long, believe it or not. But when I get started, all of a sudden I get started and I can't shut it down because I'm excited. So anyhow, a lot of incredible teachings. I mean, this guy blew any motivational speaker out of the water. He blew any influencer on the internet out of the water. This man was instrumental. This man was the cause and the effect of the book, The Secret. Really, what he did in the 90s to bring a certain course, a certain product to the surface that was archived for years. I mean, people had never saw this material. It was buried from grandchild to grandmother to grandfather to great-grandfather. And he brought this whole concept to life back in the late 80s, 90s. And then I was instrumental as being a tool for him to bring it worldwide. But anyway, I didn't mean to tell you all about that. There's so many stories I've got to tell you about success and the people and the real fruitful trainings that you haven't been exposed to because the internet doesn't even know this stuff. This is information they would never dare teach in any high school, college, university, anywhere in the world. It would change society for the better, forever. But anyway, I can talk about that another time. But I just want to tell you one of the most prolific teachings that this gentleman taught me, that just impacted my brain forever. So one of the major components to life is when you graduate and you leave this planet, the only thing you can take with you when you leave this planet, you can't take all the homes, you can't take all the exotic cars, you can't take the bank accounts. The sad thing is you can't take the family you love. Hopefully you see them later, right? You can't take your grandchildren. You can't take your dogs, you know? You can't take your pets. You can't take your loved ones. The only thing you can take with you when you graduate and leave this planet are all the things you gave away. The only thing you can take with you when you leave this planet are all the things you gave away. So I wanted to share that with you because I thought that was something really valuable. It was something valuable to me because I came from not a lot and I've accumulated quite a lot. And, you know, I look at all the things in life and, you know, and I think of my experience in the network marketing community and all the beautiful people that I've met, such as you all and whatnot. And, you know, I'm very thankful and grateful for that. All right. So anyhow, I saw a comment here. I think I saw a comment here about what's this scheme. There's an uneducated person here. I just thought I'd address it anyhow. That's an uneducated person that's watching this call right now. That's somebody that's been educated by the wrong people in the game of life. That's somebody that comes from a world of poverty, not a world of prosperity. Doesn't understand abundance, doesn't understand the universal spiritual principles of how things work in life. That's a person that's life is destined to be not much, probably a waste. All right. So anyhow, what I wanted to do is I wanted to talk to you about the benefits of the incredible opportunity we have here so that when you are talking to people out there on the internet, they want to know what the difference is. They want to know what the difference is. So when I take a look at this incredible opportunity that we have sitting here right now, what are the incredible benefits? Well, what do we've got? We've got leads. We've got a prospect pool of leads every single month that will give you friends, colleagues, future marketing partners to work with. We've got a lead store that will allow you to have access to custom leads, customized leads for those of you that want to take your game to another level. Maybe some of you are building a travel program. Maybe some of you are building weight loss. Maybe some of you are building a business opportunity around a masculine product. Maybe some of you are building a business opportunity around a feminine product. Maybe you want male-female leads. Maybe you want leads that are in the weight loss category. You know, these things are very important. So we have an abundance of leads sitting there so you can take whatever, you know, multiple streams of income you're building on the side, you can take those to another level. So from the 100 leads you're going to receive every single month, other companies aren't giving their new prospects coming in 100 potential clients every single month. We're giving you a lead store. We're giving you the lifeblood of the industry to carry on your business accordingly in everything and anything you're doing online, which is a precious gift. What else do we have? Well, we have a training facility in the back office, the digital training facility in the back office that will teach you incredible things. Dubs will probably be more like the bull in the china shop. He's absolutely amazing at doing what he does. And then I'll probably be the Yoda type personality in the back office teaching the spiritual, manifestation style of building a business. You know, there's a world within, there's a world without. The world without is a total reflection of the world within. And it doesn't matter how many tools you have. It doesn't matter how many courses, how many books, how many autoresponders, how many websites, how many capture pages you have. When you understand that there's a world within, there's a world without. The world without is a total reflection of the world within. That's for each and every single individual person. So until that changes, nothing else is going to change. So that's just a little tip as I'm journeying along here. So we've got the leads, we've got the lead store, we've got the digital training platform that's going to be second to none to separate ourselves from a lot of the other marketing, experts out there on the industry. Hopefully we can grow, develop new marketing professionals such as yourselves, taking your experience to a higher level of consciousness in the home-based business community, talking different language here. And then we have, the incredible opportunity that I'm really excited about. I mean, people are talking about the leads, right? Everyone's talking about the leads. But what I'm excited about probably more so than anything are the apps, because these are real world civilian apps. This is for your brother. This is for your sister. This is for your mom. This is for your dad. This is for your grandparents. This is for your neighbor. This is for your friends at church. This is for your buddies at school. This is for your kids' teachers. When the teacher's having a party or something like that, or it's their birthday, usually a child will bring in a flower or a teacup or, a coffee mug. I would give my teacher an app to help them save thousands of dollars. So not only are we going to be able to help people save thousands of dollars with these incredible apps that other companies haven't capitalized on, but we're also going to be able to make money by just giving things away. So it kind of reminds me of the story about Johnny Appleseed. Johnny Appleseed walked the landscape and he was just sprinkling seeds along the landscape. And over a period of time, the seeds germinated. They basically, tapped into something called photosynthesis. They grew, they developed, and guess what? They bear fruit. What did it cost? It cost the price of giving it away. Johnny Appleseed gave the earth the seeds at no cost. And what happened is the earth brought the fruit to life. Pretty amazing stuff when you really understand it. Well, we're doing exactly the same thing here. We're giving people the opportunity to be a part of prosperity consciousness as opposed to living a life of debt consciousness or poverty consciousness, and we're giving that away free. We're giving that away free. I mean, what a precious gift for the home-based business industry that you have an opportunity to do that. Isn't that amazing? So from the 100 leads every month, to the lead store, to the digital library, to saving people thousands of dollars in grocery, gasoline, car insurance, home insurance, all kinds of incredible variables in a person's life that are categorized as, important, I would think, to the average civilian out there. So I'm pretty stoked about that. From the compensation point of view, we got something no other company has. We got a live living organism as a compensation plan. Our compensation plan comes to life. Our compensation plan comes to life. It's got movement. It's got motion. It's not static. It comes with requirements, simple, easy mind of a child requirements that allows us to play, have fun in the compensation plan. Who's going to get to the finish line first? Are you going to pass me or am I going to pass you? There's all kinds of interesting dynamics in our compensation plan. Our compensation plan has matching bonuses to the tune of 5 and 2%. We have fast start bonuses, $30, 5 and 5 on 3 levels. 30 on the first, 5 on the second, 5 on the third. Pretty amazing stuff when you really look at that. Then we go into the Nitro line, the global worldwide Nitro line that's catching the industry by storm. As a matter of fact, let me just hold this up for you right here. This is unbelievable. Can you see that? There's the top, and I guess there's the bottom, if you can see that. Hopefully you're seeing the T and the B in the right direction. I'm sure hoping you can see it that way. So what happens is you have the corporation up here, and then you have the last entry in the system, a global worldwide downline that will allow you to tap into and get paid commissions. The industry wants spillover. You can't ask for anything more than this. You won't find this in a matrix. You won't find this in a unilevel. You won't find it in a binary. You won't find it in a stair step, but you will find it right here. One Nitro line, global, worldwide. 1 million people in the company, hypothetically speaking, you would have 1 million people in a straight line downline. And then the beautiful thing about this straight line downline is, what does it do? The straight line downline basically feeds the binary. All those people that are chronologically in that order, based on sponsorship, based on time dated stamped, boom, 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 kind of scatter like bees to a hive seeking honey. Isn't that amazing? Or producing honey. Call it whatever it is you want. So then we have the dual team bonus where you're positioned at the top of your Nitro lines. There's 2 different Nitro lines, the dual team twin turbo. You have a left, you have a right, and then that starts to maximize out. As opportunity seekers, as people looking for solutions to their problems start to fill in, the lineage like a corporation, just like Nike, just like Amazon, just like Apple, just like, name any company out there, Google. Every corporation has levels. Every corporation has departments. Every corporation has skill sets. Every corporation has growth. Pretty unbelievable stuff when you really understand it, right? What else do we have? We also have the opportunity to make money with the money that we make. I don't know if you ever thought about this, really. I want you to give this serious thought. Right now, there's a lot of people out there on the internet pitching Forex trading programs. They're pitching their crypto deals out there and things like that all over the internet. Hey, earn 3% a day, 25% a month. There's all kinds of interesting, numbers being thrown on out there. Whether they're true or not, I'm not here to debate that. I mean, that's somebody else's world. It's not mine. But when I look at it and I say, like, what type of business acumen do I really have? What type of business acumen do I really have? So what would I be doing with those commissions as they come through? Do I want to collect fiat currency or do I want to collect cryptocurrency? You see, we have those options here too to be able to pay out and pay in through crypto and fiat currency. So some of you might take the crypto avenue if that's your thing. If that's your thing, and that's okay. I mean, you can do what you want. And you might want to take that money and leverage that into more money through other platforms out there in the industry. I mean, what a great way. When I'm sitting here right now and I'm listening to myself talk, believe it or not, I'm taking in I'm getting bombarded with information as I'm channeling all kinds of information right now. And I'm sitting there and I'm saying, like, when you take a look at We Got Friends, it's almost like a total academy. It's based on a total academy of human behavior, human psyche, and, the end result for human beings, what we do, how we live. It's basically a lifestyle program. When I think of the apps and I think of the compensation plan and I think of the cryptocurrency and I think of everything that this program has to offer every man, woman, and child, first, second, third world country, anywhere in the world. It's going to be absolutely amazing. So now you heard me talk about the potato chips. Well, maybe you didn't hear me talk about the potato chips. Maybe Val heard himself speaking in his head talking about the potato chips. You saw my post about the potato chips. So really, what was that all about before I get off this presentation here? That's a great question. So you see these here? This here is a bag of potato chips. These are Miss Vicky's. These are like kettle chips. And these chips last night, they cost me $3.49. $3.49, and half of the bag is probably air. I'm not going to push it, it'll break the bag open, but the chips are probably right about there. That's where the chips are, and the other part is air for packaging and for profit. Okay, so I paid $3.49 for this bag. This bag of chips is probably going to last once they're open. Once these chips are open, that bag of chips is probably not going to be around for more than 26, 27 minutes. They're going to be consumed because this is a very addictive, consumable product for a fast food junkie like myself. I really enjoy potato chips. I probably shouldn't, but I actually enjoy potato chips. But it doesn't matter too much. I'm sure it matters to some degree, but I won't gain weight anyhow. I can eat probably as much as 3 of you, and I'll still stay at 195 pounds. Can't gain a pound, can't lose a pound. It's amazing how the metabolism works. But anyhow, $3.49. So now you're probably asking me, what's my point? So I sat here, and what I did when you guys and gals weren't looking is I got in front of my computer and I started staring at the PowerPoint presentation. This is one of the really weird things that I do, and you might want to become weird like me. It's really good for your pocketbook if you become weird. Don't be afraid of becoming weird. Your pocketbook is probably going to be a bit thicker than your neighbors and stuff like that if you become weird. You got to be weird to make money. So what I do, or what I did, is I sat in front of my laptop and I opened up the PowerPoint presentation, the one that I actually use in the Zoom calls that you see when I do the Zoom calls at night, or you see the recorded ones. And what I did is I went through each and every single page. And I just stared at each and every single page for I probably gave each page about 60 to 68 seconds of my time that I'll never, ever, ever get back again. And you might say, somebody that's uneducated or isn't really highly developed in the brain might say, well, what an idiot. That's a waste of time. No, it isn't. What I'm doing is I'm going through each and every single one of those pages, and I'm becoming familiar with those pages. So you know why? I don't need those pages anymore. I can take you through the whole PowerPoint presentation right now, and I don't even need one page in front of me to take you through every single one of those pages. Because what I do is I imprint that information in my brain. I imprint that information in my brain. You know why? Because now I become the PowerPoint presentation. It's not like, hey man, I just read this book and it's really cool. I don't read books. I become the book. Do you see what I'm telling you? I don't read books. I become the book. I don't study marketers. I become the marketer. You must be in order to do, in order to have. Do you understand what I just said? You must be in order to do, in order to have. So I go through each one of these pages so I can ad-lib them. Somebody asks me a question on a certain page, boom, I can tell them twin turbo dual team, 20%, $1,020 in BV in the left leg, $1,500 in the right leg. Boom, we pay you on the lesser leg, $204. Boom, this is how we operate. This is how you operate when you're an 8-figure earner. People that use language like pyramids and schemes, they operate like a bag of potato chips. They operate like a $3.49 a year human being. 8-figure people don't talk about poverty and dwell in poverty and talk about negativity, which is totally against any biblical teaching. Talking about pyramids and schemes and scams is not biblical. I'm not here to preach religion. I'm just here to tell you, I have a really hard time when people tell me they're born again this or they're born again that or they have a certain religious faith, but yet they talk like trash. They describe trash, but yet they justify what they are, in most cases, trash. All right? Isn't it amazing? So it's unbelievable how the human mind works, how the human behavior works. These are all things, esoteric training principles that we'll talk more about for those of you that want to develop, into becoming an elite marketer. Some of you might not ever want to develop into becoming an elite marketer. Some of you just want to make enough money just to get by. Some of you just want to pay your bills. Some of you just want to pay your rent. Some of you might just want to save enough money every 2-3 years to go on vacation. You know what I like doing? I like waking up in the morning and saying to my kids, impulsively out of the blue. I look to my wife and I can do this impulsively out of the blue. Honey, do you want to save money for the next 2-3 years so we can go on vacation? That vocabulary doesn't happen in our family. We look at each other at the breakfast table, or if we're at a restaurant, we say, do you want to go to Jamaica tomorrow? Do you want to go to Mexico tomorrow? Do you want to go to the Bahamas tomorrow? Why? Because we can. And that's what it's all about. That's the difference between poverty and prosperity. Is with poverty, you can't. With prosperity, just because you can. And that's a big, big benefit to being a part of WGF and the Nitro line. This will put you in a position of can, so you don't have to be like most of the people out there on the internet that can't. Isn't that amazing? So anyhow, I've got to run. In closing, I wanted to leave you with one thing, I guess, here. All right? So you guys ready for this? You ready for this in closing? Okay, here we go. Just got to make a couple adjustments.
Can you smell what